Good evening, everyone. My name is Raymond Newsom. I'm part of the Global Ghost Hunt, and I am a team leader for locations. To me, the Global Ghost Hunt is just an amazing opportunity to not only display teams from around the world to the rest of the world, but also to premiere just the incredible locations. And I really can't wait to see them all. We want to, basically give you the opportunity to promote yourselves so everyone gets to find out who you are and what you're about. And it's the same thing for the locations. A lot of these locations, a lot of them have been torn down or they're being destroyed, and nobody will ever get to investigate them. Some of the more popular ones, obviously are still standing and being taken care of, but we hope to, display those that need help in maintaining the buildings. What do teams and locations get with Global Ghost Hunt? The hope that everyone in every location will get the recognition that they deserve, and that includes commercial time, that includes new videos, merchandise. We hope to help with everything that's involved with it. So I'm hoping that this answers a lot of your questions. Well, that I answered, the questions. That'll help in some way or another. And thank you.
No, Raymond, thank you. Hi, I'm Matt, paranormal consultant and also the host of GGH Live. Last year, we sadly lost our brother Raymond, unexpectedly and completely out of the blue. So we decided that we were going to dedicate last year's event to Raymond, his family, and all those who were very near and dear to him. This year, we want to continue Raymond's legacy of love, passion, understanding, and more importantly, unity of our paranormal field, as the Global Ghost Hunt admin proudly announces the start of the Raymond Newsom Legacy Award. Now, this award was a great idea brought to us by our good friend Aaron, and all of us as a Global Ghost Hunt agree 100% there is no person better deserving than Raymond Newsom to continue this name and his legacy. This award is going to be presented every year from this year until the end of the Global Ghost Hunt to the team or group that provides the best evidence during the Global Ghost Hunt event. Now, most of you may think, what's the best evidence? Well, it could be a picture, it could be an apparition, it could be anything. Anything that shows your love and passion for the paranormal field that our brother Raymond had. There's nobody better deserving than Raymond. We here at the Global Ghost Hunt respect, love, and honor Raymond every year, and we want this to continue. So will you please join us in honoring Raymond by participating and showing your love and passion of the paranormal by joining the Global Ghost Hunt. More information on the Raymond Newsom Legacy Award will be posted on the Global Ghost Hunt website at globalghosthunt.com, also on our podcast, and also Facebook, YouTube, and all social media. Now, to enter, all you have to do is register. Again, go to globalghosthunt.com, and the only thing you have to ask yourself is, do you dare to join?
Clear voices, no static in the brain. Paranormal consultant, pull up in the frame. Ghost Talk podcast on the air. Fun vibes, dead people in the chair. Pull up. Ghost Talk, I'm speaking to the room. On the paranormal consultant, crowd go boom. Ghost Talk all night. mic on, hunting in the waveforms, notes float. Cold spot in the brainstorm, jokes hit, then the goosebumps rise. Fans binge, tenny best, no shut eyes. Flashlight in the booth, no campfire. Whole chat room lit off one flyer. I'm reading every AP, no typo. Dead homies do a cameo in my iPhone. Ask questions, I'm talking to the unseen. Whole room chill, AC, I'm the spleen. Fun host with the dad hat, deadpan. Got a demon in the DMs, wanna shake hands. I'm the plug for the 100 and the hopeful. Every story in my notes so vocal. Turn fear to a laugh, to a download. Every episode of Ride, no slow-mo. Ghost talk, park cars on the air. Button bars, dead people in the chair. Let's go. Ghost talk, I'm speaking to the room. I'm the paranormal consultant, crowd go boom. Ghost talk, all night long. Clear voices in the dark, still a party song. Ghost talk, all night long. Clear voices in the dark, still a party song.
What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Happy Good Friday. Sorry. The words were there. It's been a long week. So hopefully y'all are having a good night and a good week. We survived, guys. We survived the week. Now, tonight we're going to do something a little different. I can hear my voice now. It's weird. I was listening. I had to play that the Raymond Newsom Legacy Award video because, like I always do, I like to play the Global Ghost Hunt video, the newest one or my newest music video prior to the show. I was so in between because there was a lot of there was a really good one. If you didn't see Monday's show honoring Raymond, but we Aaron Hoffman, a good brother of ours, he did one. It's called "Don't Cry for Me." I was going to play that, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I didn't want to come up here and start crying. Well, tonight's going to be a little bit of fun, and it's a little different because not only the topic we're going to be talking about tonight, but also we're live here on TikTok. Here, let me show you guys. Hold on. I'll show you guys. I'll move this camera because the other one's just kind of a pain. It was a pain. But look, we're actually live on TikTok. Hi, TikTok. TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. So we're going to have a little fun today. This is only like the third or fourth stream I've done on TikTok, believe it or not. It's weird, like doing these TikTok ones. I feel weird with it. I don't know why. I'm just a little meh. So it is what it is. But tonight I'm going to do something a little different as far as the show's concerned. Well, first of all, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take that out of my ear because I can hear myself. And most of you probably know by now, I don't like hearing myself. I don't even know how you guys listen to me. I really don't. I really don't know how you guys listen to me. But we're gonna talk about me. You heard me right. We're gonna talk about me. The reason being is because we have a lot of new followers, a lot of new subscribers, especially on TikTok. You guys have been killing it, and I really appreciate it. There's been a lot of paranormal groups that have been joining me, signing up. There's been a lot of different people reaching out to me, sending me friend invites. So thank you very much, TikTok, for all the love. Same thing with YouTube. YouTube has been doing an amazing job. On Facebook, you guys need to catch up. I will say that. You guys need to catch up. But I'm just, I think, 20 or 30 subscribers or followers, whatever you want to call them, on TikTok, short of being at 1,700. I was like, holy crap. I didn't realize I was that popular. You have got to be shitting me. Lex is in the studio. What's up, Lex? Your sexy ass in here. What's up, Lex? It's nice seeing you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. And there's Mama Newsom. Hi, Mom. So Okay. Anyway, um, but anyway, I know it's been a rough week for a lot of us, and I didn't know what else to do, so I figured, you know what, we're just gonna take a step back. We're gonna take a step back, and sometimes it's good to get back to the basics. And like I said, there's been so many new subscribers and new followers, and I had to. I want to do something a little different, and I want to talk about some things that maybe you guys don't know about the consultant. So we're gonna do that. But before we do that, I want to welcome everybody to Paranormal Truth. Again, this is um, my show where I help people learn about the paranormal. You hear about the actual truth of what happens in our field, answer any questions you guys might have, and hopefully help you along in your paranormal journey. But this is actually sponsored by Broken Pretzel Productions. That's my company, our company that we're doing. We're doing all these videos and music and everything else, promo videos, intros, outros, all the stuff. So huge shout out to everybody who supports Broken Pretzel Productions. You can find them on Facebook, and of course my sponsor, Health Empowers You. Love you guys. Love their smoothies. I'm a fat kid. I love their smoothies. So definitely go check out healthempowersyou.net. You can find them on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok as well. They're everywhere. So go check them out, healthempowersyou.net, and have some fun with them. And as you heard, or you might not have heard, but the Global Ghost Hunt. Love supporting the Global Ghost Hunt. It's not their support. Well, they do support me, but I support them. We support them here in Pinkie Pie Studios, and Global Ghost Hunt is a wonderful celebration of teams and locations. So I can't say enough about them. We'll talk more about it here in a few minutes. But absolutely love the Global Ghost Hunt. Love to be a part of it, and I'm honored that I can do what I do with the Global Ghost Hunt. So, anyway, it feels weird. I haven't done a solo thing for a while, but so for those of you just joining or you don't know who I am, again, my name is Matt. I am paranormal consultant. That was a long journey to get to paranormal consultant, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But anyway, let me see here. Anyway, sorry, TikTok has a lot of things going on, so so we're watching it. So first of all, I grew up in central Pennsylvania. That's first and foremost. Some people may have experiences when they were younger. Some people have gifts that they were given at birth. Some people might have learned about some gifts. Me personally, I was taught to put all the paranormal to the side. Plain and simple. Very Christian family, which I'm not complaining about, but it's just something you just don't talk about. And that I kind of was shielded, I guess, by a lot of it, by a lot of the paranormal and the supernatural stuff. Obviously, except for Halloween, because who doesn't deal with the paranormal, the supernatural around Halloween? You know what I mean? Which, by the way, if anybody does have any questions or you want to talk about something, by all means, throw them in the comments, throw them in the chat. We'll talk about them. But it wasn't until I was about 16. Actually, I was 16. I was a little bit over 16, and I was. It was after school. I was driving from my mom's work. She worked at a certain place for the state, and when you leave that place, you had to go over an old coal bridge. And if you don't know what that is, it's a bridge for trains. I don't know how else to explain that one. And as I was going under it, my old cell phone, and for those of you, if you know, you know, but the old Nokia phones, if you know those, the indestructible ones can, survive a, what do you call it, a nuclear explosion? Yeah, one of those. That went off. Nobody had that number except my family. So I was like, okay. So I looked at it, nothing. And when I looked back up, there was a female standing about 100 and so yards in front of me, and I went to slam on the brakes, and I watched this female pass through the vehicle. Clear as day. Just passed right on through. When I finally stopped, because my my car did not stop on a dime. It was an old boat, and I got out, turned back, looked at this woman, and I said, "Ma'am, are you?" And I realized what happened. She turned, looked at me, and faded into nothing. And I went, "Nope," and I left. I just left. I was like, "Nope, screw this. I'm out. Peace." Did not talk about it because again, we don't talk about that stuff. So years went by, went into the back of my mind. I just kind of left it alone, forgot about it. And when I went into the military, went into the Navy, went out to San Diego, and that's where I caught the bug. That's where I caught the bug. I started watching the shows. Ghost Hunters was my favorite, just because it didn't seem as scripted, if you know what I mean. And when I turned 21, I started going to this bar, and I met up with a couple of friends of mine, and they wanted to go out investigating. And at the time, I was like, I'm not doing that. And I was like, no, I don't believe in that. Oops. And I ended up going out anyway. I was drunk. I was young. I was stupid. Well, I wasn't stupid, but I was stupid. And that's when I saw my second apparition, which was basically a 10-foot black mass with red eyes staring at me. Couldn't explain that. I don't know anybody that's 10 feet tall. I don't know anything that's 10 feet tall, moving at least. So that's what got me. I started digging into the shows more. I took the show aspect of it, and I turned it more into learning more than I did entertainment. So, and to this day, I still use them. I still use the first 4 seasons of Ghost Hunters for for training. I'll still use that. And I was listening to what kind of questions were they asking, how were they asking the questions, where they're placing their cameras, all that stuff. I used to do that, and that's when I decided I wanted to find a team. And I did. And let's just say I found all the examples of what not to do. I'm not going to give out that team name, but they are located in San Diego. I don't know if they're still running or not. I hope not. And I don't like saying that about teams, but these guys were terrible. And all they cared about was money. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my producer's probably going to make an entrance here soon. I hear him meowing. But anyway, so after that, I just kind of gave up. Oh, Mark Lee's joining over on the TikTok side. What's up, Mark? How we doing, brother? But anyway, I was gonna give up. And I wasn't gonna do anything with the paranormal anymore. Besides maybe go out once in a while. And that's when I met an individual. I met someone who kind of brought it back because I had a couple things set out and a couple of advertisements set out, and this one when Craigslist was still around. And I guess the short version would be I decided to start my own team. Now, before I decided to do that, I will say that I did a lot of research. And back then, it was tough to do, but I did it. I went to the library, looked things up on the internet. It wasn't as easy as it is today to do, but I did a lot of research before finally pulling the trigger, so to speak, and I started my first team. And while I was building, this individual approached me, and I'll never forget. I don't know what it is, but it was Starbucks. We met at a Starbucks. I don't know what it is with paranormal teams and coffee shops and like Starbucks, Dunkin', stuff like that. Like I don't get it. But out there, we always met at Starbucks. I don't. Anyway, but we met at Starbucks, and I'll never forget it. I'm sitting there, and I was there early because I usually am, and this guy comes up to the table, and he's got this box. It's a little bit bigger than a shoe box, and it almost looks like a boot box, or if you will. And he goes, "Are you Matt?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm Dan." I said, "Oh, hey Dan." I said, "How are you?" Stood up, shook his hand, sets us down, sets this box on the table, and goes, "This is for you." Slides it over. I said, What do you mean this is for me?" He goes, "You don't owe me anything, but this is for you." I opened it up, and it was business cards and T-shirt iron-on designs and posters and a bunch of different things with my team on it. He said, "It's all yours. It's all yours, bud." And I said, "No way." He goes, "Yep." He goes, "It's completely yours." And I said, "Well, what do you want for this?" And he said, "You help me, I help you." He goes, "I promote you out, you promote me out." And he ran a website, and it was called San Diego Haunted. I don't know if he still has it up and running. I hope he does. But yeah, that built a good friendship, and I built my first team, which was San Diego Paranormal I, SDPE. And from that, I was hooked. I was hooked. I was hooked on the bug. And and let's just say that first team took me to locations and places I never thought possible. We got called by a lot of historical buildings. We were on the news. We hosted a lot of public events. And I think for like 6 months straight, if not longer, every single night we were out investigating. We were investigating Old Town San Diego. And there's a mission that's around there. And we were out there doing that. And the Rangers out there, they knew us. The police knew us. The state troopers knew us. The business owners knew us. And it was all because of who we were, how we presented ourselves, and our gear. We all had our gear. And we wouldn't always go out and investigate, but the thing was is we always spent time together. We were always together. One of the favorite games of theirs was a game we created called Find the Founder. And that is exactly what it sounds like. I would dress in like black, like a morph suit, or my camouflage, 'cause I had a bunch of camo at the time, being military. And I would go out in the middle of the woods or the trails or businesses, whatever, and I would hide, and they would have to come find me as a team. They'd work together and find me. We'd play hide and seek. We would do a bunch of different stupid things. And it didn't matter what we did, but we just did it together. And that's something that, for me, I will never forget. Mainly because it was kind of funny. Seeing some of the people, like you're running around Old Town San Diego, and you see this group of people running around with flashlights looking for another idiot in camouflage. You know what I mean? It just looked weird. It looked really weird. Oh, there's Renee. Hi, Renee. Thank you. Appreciate you. Renee shared out for us TikTok. But yeah, I'll never forget it. I distinctly remember one night was one of my favorites. I brought a change of clothes. I brought a change of clothes with me, and I set it at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. This is prior to us investigating it. And I distinctly remember I set a bag of clothes down, and when the game started, I ran up, put these clothes on over top of my other ones, and I pulled up a newspaper, and I just sat there in this chair. They walked right by me, I don't know how many times. The only way they found me is one of my investigators sat down next to me and asked me if I saw somebody in camo running by. That's how they caught me. But yeah. But it's those types of memories. And that also led us to be, we were on a TV show. We did an episode of this TV show. I guess the crew there, they were having some issues. Let's see. Renee says, "Sounds like a great game of Manhunt." Oh yeah, it basically was. It basically was, but they were out to look for me, so they called it Find the Founder. And we would play that anywhere. We loved Old Town to do it because there was a lot of places for me to hide, and it was just fun to watch the reactions. It was right by the Whaley House too, so if you know me, like I know Renee and Mama, and a bunch of other people, you guys know me. I'm not a sane person. I'm a special type of special. Mama says, but it was just so much fun. Um, but even but even with San Diego Paranormal Lie, we were actually invited to this army base that was above San Diego. It wasn't quite LA, but it was up there, and we got to investigate this theater. That was the first theater I've ever investigated in my life, and thanks, Renee. Renee says that's why we love you. but um, but we got to investigate this. It used to be a USO theater, and this theater was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, I just got back. Well, we just did the Rose Theater last year, which again, huge shout out to Spirit Mechanics for setting that up. And I don't know what it is, but I just love theaters. I love investigating theaters. And this one had the history, it had activity, and it was actually one of the first catches, like major catches that we had as a team. And what it was, we had an old security system set up, and it was a VHS camera. If you know what those are, the big noisy tapes that you had to change every 30 or 90 minutes. It's a pain, absolute pain. But we had a security camera facing the main stage, and we had a laser grid set up. We had a bunch of different things, and we caught this apparition that was probably about 8 feet, maybe more tall, and it walked across the stage one way, stopped halfway, and then continued across. And we don't know what it was because it wasn't a shadow. There was no shadow, but it did break the plane of those lasers. You could see it. You could see the anomaly kind of rippled. There was a ripple effect in the laser grid. If you investigate the paranormal, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And we saw it, and we crapped ourselves. I don't know how else to say it, but we crapped ourselves. We didn't see it at the time, obviously, but when we watched it back, holy crap, we were in shock. We'll just put it nicely. But after that, we started investigating a bunch of other places. We did get a chance to investigate a couple homes in Studio City, which, if you know Hollywood area, Studio City is just on the outside of LA, and still gorgeous, still absolutely gorgeous. But you have like Hollywood that all the riches live, and Studio City is like where the assistants live, if you will. And I got to. Oh, there's the Para Princess. Pretzels. She shared out. Thank you. Thank you, Angel. PCate you. But I got to investigate one of the location. What was she? The location. Basically, she looked for the locations for a show called Justified. I won't give out exact titles or any names or anything like that. Obviously, she doesn't do that now, but she did back then. And we got a chance to investigate her house. That led to a couple months later, I got a phone call out of the blue. Wasn't expecting anything. No email from this LA number. And I was like, who would be calling me from LA? But, running a team, you get a bunch of random phone calls anyway. So I answered it. And this guy on the phone says, "Hi, is this Matthew?" Yeah. Yes, it is. He goes, "Are you with San Diego Paranormal Eye?" "Yes, sir, I am." He goes, "Hi, this is so and so, calling you from Lionsgate Apartments, because there was a Lionsgate Apartments." He starts laughing. He goes, "No, the film company may have heard of us." I was like, "Yeah, but," I said, "I bet." Uh-huh. Sure. He goes, "No, I really am." I was like, "Okay, dude." I was like, I believe you. Okay, I'll go along with this." He goes, "Hold on a second." And I hear him click. I hear the, you know what I mean, of the keyboards. And I get an email that says, "I told you." And it was from Lionsgate. And I was like, "Oh, yes, sir." Snap to attention. he starts laughing. He goes, "I know this is kind of unorthodox, but we would like you and your team to promote out our new movie. Help us promote out our new movie." And I said, "Oh, okay. Well, what do you need from us?" He said, "All I want you to do is hand out flyers. We have some cards, business cards and stuff like that. Just hand them out. Hand out some flyers for the movie, and just talk about it. When you get a chance to interact with the public, just interact, talk about it." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, yes, sir, we can do that." He goes, "And in return, how would you and two of your investigators like to come to the premiere?" "Yeah, let's go." I was like, "Yeah, no, that'd be great. We'd love that." He goes, "All right, I'll get everything set up. You'll get a phone call here in a couple days." The call came. It was a female this time. She wanted to meet in Old Town, San Diego. And again, met in Old Town, right by a coffee shop. Again, I don't understand the coffee shop thing. I don't get it. But anyway, she has this box. And it's got posters, it's got flyers, it's got merchandise, keychains, you name it, for the movie The Conjuring. The first Conjuring. And she goes, "Here you go. You guys can hand these out wherever you want. If you need more, let us know. Spread the word." And I said, "All right, great." And she hands me an envelope. And there's 3 tickets to the premiere. I was in shock. I was like, "Are you kidding me? We're a no-name team." This is before we even did a YouTube or Facebook or any of this real social media was able to spread out. So I'm like, "Are you serious? This is really happening?" And long and short, we did everything. We promoted out as much as we could. I think one of the guys even turned it into a T-shirt, and he was wearing that around. But yeah, it was weird. It was weird, but it was a lot of fun. And the day of the premiere came. Most of you would think we'd show up all nice and pretty. No, we showed up in our team gear. We showed up with our team gear, and I had a couple things in my pockets. I had a pack of cigarettes. Yes, I smoke. Get off me. I had my phone. It was an old Razor. Had that, the flip phone. And my wallet. And I had about 300 business cards because I had no idea what to expect. And I wanted to be able to get the chance to pass out cards. And I'm sitting there, and the gentleman I was on the phone with walks up to me. And he goes, "Hi, are you Matt?" Or he goes, "Are you Matthew?" I said, "Yes, sir, I am." He goes, "Hi, I was the one you were talking to. I'm so-and-so." I was like, "Oh, great to meet you, sir. It's finally good to put a face to the voice." And he goes, "Yeah, likewise." He goes, "How did everything go?" I said, "Great." I said, "We had a great time doing it. It was a lot of fun. Everything's gone. We handed out everything." I said, "I even think this guy gave out the box." Makes sense to show up in your team gear since the movie is about the paranormal. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, we're getting there, Renee. Think me. So we're getting there. Renee and Jonathan Myers from Crossover Paranormal Society just joined us on YouTube. What's up, brother? How you doing? You got to go check out Crossover Paranormal Society. Go to see my brother Jonathan. Great guy. I love him. So he goes, "So are you ready?" I said, "Yes, sir. We're all excited to see this movie." He goes, "Yeah, but what about you?" Yeah, I'm excited too. He goes, cool, so you're ready for your speech. Say again. He goes, well, yeah, you're gonna be talking a couple of minutes about the movie and about the paranormal and introduce your team, of course, and all that good stuff. You gotta. He goes, you don't have to be real long, like maybe 10, 15 minutes. So there's something you need to know about me, guys. Believe it or not, I can do these videos, these live streams, except TikTok. I don't know why I can't do TikTok, but I have stage fright. I do. I'll do it. I'll get in front of a group of people, but I have stage fright. There was over 300 people in this theater, and we watched them all go by, and they all looked at us really cross-eyed. They're all in nice suits and all pretties, and wearing our team gear. Now, that's number one. That's number one. Didn't want to talk in front of all those people. The other thing, never seen the damn trailer. I had no idea what this movie was about. And I'm about to give a speech in front of all these people about it. I did two things. Flipped open my Razor phone as fast as I could to get on, and I think it was YouTube, to look at this trailer. Took my pack of cigarettes I had, ripped the bottom out of it, pulled them all out, and I started chain smoking. I was nervous. I was really nervous. And I looked to my team for support. And my one investigator, I want to say it was my buddy Stan. I think it was Stan. It's Stan or Brett, one of the two. They put their hand right on my shoulder. And I'm thinking they're going to say, you're going to be fine. Everything's good. We know you. You're a good guy. Blah, blah, blah. Something positive. No. They looked me dead in the face and said, better you than us. And they were laughing. I was like, you bastard. You sons of... Oh, I was not a happy camper. But the short version is went through with it. I went through with it, introduced the team, introduced the movie, kind of. They said I did a good job. I don't think I did. And all I have to say is two things. One, I am so glad I did it then and not now, because everybody has a recording device, phones, and there would be proof everywhere of the consultant crapping himself in front of all these people. So that's number one. That was the one thing that's really good. The other good thing, I got rid of all my business cards and then some. We were busy for the next 3 years, whether it was ghost tours or whatever. And I got to meet a lot of very famous people. I even got to do a couple of ghost tours for some of these famous people, and it was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun. And that led us to being in the news and a bunch of other things, and it was great. It was absolutely great. Now, once that started picking up, that's when I got my second team. Then I had a real hard time. Then it was just back and forth, back and forth. And it was your usual stuff. Going to the homes, businesses, investigating, doing what we do and what we love to do. And then it fell apart. Because some of the investigators wanted one thing. And it was something I'm not interested in. Wasn't interested back then. I'm not interested in now, and that's money. We were offered a show. And not a lot of people know this, by the way. This is why I wanted to do this show, is because I want to tell everybody exactly who I am. 100% true. I get a call from a company. I'm not going to tell you the name. But I got a call from a company. And we were working with them. And, yeah. And we were working with them with a couple other things, promoting. There's English. And we were helping them with a couple other things. And They said, Matt, we wanna talk to you. Can you come up to the office? I said, I just need to know where it's at because most of the stuff that we did in communicating wise was all through email. They sent me the address, and I go there, and I'm sitting in this room again in team gear, of course. And they slid this booklet at me, and they said, "Look through this. Tell me what you think." And it was a show. They really liked my team. They liked what we had. They liked what we were about. And it was a contract for a show. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The money was good. The deal was good. They had our backs. We were going to be supported through this whole thing, so we weren't going to be set up for failure. They had it all written out, all nice and pretty. But the problem was some of these locations they were taking us to, if there was no actual evidence, they wanted us to fake it. They wanted us to act scared. Even if something happened as simple as a knock, they wanted us to freak out. And I get you want ratings. I do. I get these TV companies want ratings. And I know there's certain individuals that go with that. I'm not one of them. Never will be. So I turned them down. I said, look, if you want me, you want my team, you're going to get us. Exactly who we are, as we are. You're approaching me with this. I'm not approaching you. So that's the deal. I said, I will not fake my evidence. I will not, if it doesn't scare me, it's not going to scare me. Reality TV is supposed to be real. I'm not doing it. I refuse to. And they said, well, we can offer you this. I said, it's not about the money. I said, no, trust me. I said, what the offer is very generous. It's extremely generous. I said, I'm probably going to lose a lot of my team from this, but I won't do it. No. You can find somebody else. And this was just at the height of Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, Paranormal State, My Haunted Experience, all these shows. That was at the height of this. So, do I kick myself in the ass? No. Not at all. I told the team what happened, and short version, I shut it down. Kind of. I turned it over. I came back to PA. So I came back to PA, and I was still in talks with one of the teams. And I said, listen, I said, how about we do something over here? I said, can we do something? We have a team over here in the East Coast. You guys do your thing on the West Coast. We work together on things. We network, blah, blah, blah. It'll be your team and my team, because I gave it to one of my guys. I gave it to Stan. Told him, like, you take over. You have fun with it. And we were going to. So I started up CPPE, Central Pennsylvania Paranormal Eye. Kind of see a theme there. And through that, I met a lot of people. Not a whole lot, but a lot. A good amount of people. Made a lot of friends. But again, here in PA, there's not a lot of call for paranormal. It's kind of underground, if you will. So, we got a team together. Everything was great. We were doing some things, meeting some people, doing our thing. And a few of them decided to start faking. They wanted the evidence. They wanted the popularity. They wanted more. They wanted to turn what we were doing into a show. Exactly, Mark. Mark on TikTok says bad idea. Absolutely. 100%. And they were caught. I caught them doing it. And I shut it down. I said, nope. I said, if you guys want to do this, I'm done. I'm taking the name, I'm taking the team, I'm taking everything, I'm done. I will not do it. Now, by this time, I don't know about you guys on TikTok, but I know you guys on YouTube and Facebook, you know the Wicca Queen. Wicca, not Wicked, by the way. Wicca Queen. I already met her by this point. Met her through a mutual friend, and she was on another team, and we were working together trying to build up their team. Their team kind of merged together with mine. It was kind of a weird situation, but that's a whole nother story. And I'm sure she would love to tell it. But through that, I met her. And we started dating and all this good stuff. And when I shut it down, it hurt me. It hurt me a lot. I was at the point where I was ready to just say, screw it, I give up. I don't want to do this anymore. A couple weeks go by, and sure enough, felt that itch. I wanted to come back. I wanted to come back to the paranormal. So I remember talking to the Wicca Queen, and I said, listen, I want to do something. I want to be a part of the paranormal community, but I do not want to deal with that crap that we dealt with, that I've been dealing with. This was 13 years, 12, 13 years. I was dealing with all this, with all the drama and the stupidity. I said, I'm over it. I'm over that side of the field. And I said, I wish I could do something to where I can help teams, I can help locations, I can help enthusiast people, I can help the paranormal field in just any way. And she looks me dead in the face and goes, like a consultant. A consultant. A paranormal consultant. You see where that went. Renee on Facebook says the paranormal knows the way to drag you back when you think you're done. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. It happens. And I'll be honest with you, I was like, I like this. This gave me a spark that I didn't have in a long time in this field. When she said about being a paranormal consultant. So I took the name. I looked it up. I wanted to make sure there was nobody else. There's other people that have paranormal consultants. There's the paranormal consultant. There's a bunch of different. This is just paranormal consultant, as you can see. Paranormal consultant. And from there, I was like, I like that. Now, where do I run with it? And I don't ever say this. If you know me for more than 5 minutes, you will know. I don't say this. If you go back in my YouTube channel, all the way back, 7+ years back, I was going to do how-to videos of the paranormal from locations. I will never forget that first video. Excuse the language, but it was shit. It was absolute shit. I had my phone. I had a couple of tripods. I had I can't make this up, a wired microphone into the 3.5 jack that had probably about 50 feet of cable. Hooked onto my shirt right here, right up against my throat, because, that's the way we do things. And the angle was on the back of my vehicle. So it was a downward shot. And I was in a cemetery. and I was introducing myself that way. And then I moved the camera to a headstone, started doing EVPs, started instructing how to do proper EVPs. I did all that crap, and it was crap. Uh, Renee says, by that time, that was the equipment we all had to work and deal with. You're not wrong, Renee, but I will say this: there was a lot better equipment available. I was too broke. I should have waited. Well, maybe I shouldn't have. So here again, I posted the video. It was one of the first videos, if not the first video, on Paranormal Consultants YouTube, and that's where I met the one and only Mr. Fedora. Mr. Fedorable himself. I ran into him. Well, he ran into me. And he said a couple things to me. He said, first of all, I like what you're up to. I like the idea. The idea is there. But you need to do a podcast. He goes, you need to think about a podcast or a show. He goes, I like the idea of what you're up to. I like the direction you're going, but you need more exposure. You need to get out more. Ghostcrafty, what is up over on the YouTube side? Thank you for joining. Glad to see you. But he said, you need to get yourself out there. You need to do a show. And I said, about what? He goes, what you doing? And 6-7 years later, guys, this is what you're stuck with. This turned into a bunch of different things. And we've gone over this. I won't go over the whole story because most of you have seen my story unfold on YouTube, on Facebook. Again, not too much on TikTok, but we're getting there. We'll get you guys involved more. But one thing led to another. One thing led to another. And next thing I know, I've got 100 subscribers on YouTube. Then I have 200. Now I have 300, almost 400. And Paranormal Consultant on Facebook took off. I've got almost 1,700 here on TikTok. You know, and I've met some of the most amazing people in my life. All this time. We need to do another interview. Let me know. Get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. Message me. Actually, you know what? I'll put that right in the chat if you guys want to write this down. Hold on one second. Let me go here. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Hopefully that should pop up. Okay, so that should be in all the chats I'm watching right now. But there is my email. There's my email. So oh, there's 3 over. Holy crap! Sorry, Facebook. For some reason, it's not updating. But I saw Greg Cosses was watching. What's up, Greg? Andrew Sheeler, what's up? Andrew's one of my work buddies. I don't know why it's not updating. That is so odd. But I apologize, guys. I apologize. But there we go. So you guys on Facebook and YouTube, you have my email. It is paranormalconsultant0@gmail.com for you guys on TikTok. And yeah, ever since then, I've met, like I said, some of the most amazing people in my life. Oop, let me get this off. Sorry, guys. I'm a professional. But but yeah, that's where I'm at. All you guys. The amount of support and love that you guys have given me is a blessing is underplaying it. It really is. And thank you can't it doesn't even start for me. Since then, I've had a couple of different shows here on Facebook, YouTube. Again, met a lot of great people, worked with a lot of great people, and I have no regrets. Zero regrets. It's been tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's been very tough. Some of you may know the toughness I'm talking about, but you know what? There's been times where, again, even as a consultant, I was ready to give up. Ain't gonna happen. You guys are stuck with me. You guys are stuck. Since then, we've started doing all these shows, like Paranormal Truth, to help you, to help other people, get to know people. Maybe you learn something. Maybe you teach me something. Let's see. Renee says, I will touch base with Keith. Yeah. I mean, you guys let me know. That's the other thing, folks. I'm available on podcasts if you guys ever want. If you want a good show and invite somebody else, Jonathan, if you're still watching. I always give Jonathan crap. I said, I thought you wanted people to watch. Why are you inviting me on? But, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, and now not only am I hosting Paranormal Truth, where you get, like I said, you learn about the paranormal, but we throw a bunch of different things on there. We do some gaming, just relaxing. I know the Wicked Queen, Para Princess, and my daughter, they did a gaming stream, and I know Wicked Queen and I did a gaming stream. We've all done gaming streams on here before, and I wanted to just say, guys, when we do these gaming streams with our TikTok, the gaming streams you will only be able to see on Facebook or YouTube. You can find it on Paranormal Consult, Facebook, YouTube, or Parapost Network Central. Go check them out on Facebook, and you guys too. Go check them out. But you'll find us over there, and it's just get back and relax. Something different, something new for us. It's not new, but it's new for us. And just kind of hang out. Those are hangouts. And I wanted to do something like this tonight because, like I said, we have a lot of new subscribers. We got a lot of new friends, new family members on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You guys are growing. Don't grow. Don't share these things out, guys. I want us to say this for the record. Do not share me out for me. Don't do it. Don't share it out for me. I want you guys to share it out for each other. Build your community. This is your community. I am the consultant because I'm here to help you guys. That is what the Wicked Queen, myself, Para Princess, that is what we are here to do. We want to make your guys' lives better, happier. Cheap jokes, cheap laughs here and there. Don't laugh at the girls. Don't do it. Don't do it. I will get hurt. Well, maybe you guys might want to see that. But we want to grow your community. We want to have some fun. So share these out, share these videos out, tell people to come hang out with us. And as you've seen, I mean, TikTok, you've kind of seen it because I can't really interact with you guys besides saying hi and talking. But on Facebook and YouTube, we show your comments. We share them with everybody. So that way everybody can see what you're talking about and what your thoughts and your opinions are. We try to be as very interactive as possible. Again, it's a gaming stream, educational, informative, whatever. So please share these out. Share these out. Subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff. Not for me, but for you guys. Let's build your community out. Let's have some fun with this. The more people we have together having a great time, better off we are. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. There's more fun with more people. Not saying I'm not grateful for everybody in this chat and everybody that follows, all the 378 subscribers on YouTube, over 1,000, I think it is, on Facebook. Everybody. You guys are amazing. And I love you guys. I love you guys very, very much. And this is my last stream ever. I want you guys to know you guys mean the absolute world to me. Every one of you. You really do. I keep the consultancy going for you guys. I really do. Yes, it's fun for me. But you guys are my motivation. seeing you guys grow. Oh, there's the best. Vicky, great team. The best paranormal. Vicky and her team are amazing. Liz and all of them. Ruben, love you guys. You're fine. You're fine, Vicky. I'm just glad you're having a great time because, again, yes, this is fun for me. I do enjoy doing this. Sometimes it's a headache doing the videos, editing a bunch of stuff, doing all this stuff. Yeah, it's fun, but there are some times where it is a headache. It is an absolute headache. But you know, what? You guys are my motivation. You guys motivate me. So let's keep this community growing. Let's keep having fun with this. I'm so thankful I found you through our brother. Absolutely. And that's a prime example, Renee. I want to keep that up for a minute. But that is a prime example. For those of you who may not know, our brother Raymond Newsom passed away last year. And today was the anniversary of his funeral. And I was thinking about that today. And I was thinking about all the love that was shared out for Raymond. That it is the reason why I keep doing this. That is why I made the trip to Kentucky. I didn't do it for me. I appreciate the thank yous that he gave me for doing that live stream of Raymond's funeral, but I didn't do it for me. I didn't want the recognition. I did it because we are a family, we are a community. There was a lot of people who cared about Raymond because Raymond cared about a lot of people, and I want to be the same way. I want all of us to be the same way. Why? Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we share a positive message out when we do our videos, when we do our investigations? Let's not just do it for us. Let's do it for the community. Which takes me into what I'm really, really glad to be a part of. My brother would have done the same for us, 100%. Raymond would. Raymond would in a heartbeat. And I've said that before. And Renee, I'm eternally grateful for you for letting me know about WWR Raymond do. Now, see, problem though, Renee, because our brother Raymond would do some really questionable things. I should know because we were back and forth with ideas. But that actually leads me into what I am really, really happy and really, really proud to be part of, and that's the Global Ghost Hunt. The Global Ghost Hunt has been absolutely a blessing to me and to everybody that I've been involved with. If you don't know what the Global Ghost Hunt is, I will play the videos. There's two videos I will play at the end of the stream today. Well, the Global Ghost Hunt is a 10-day celebration of teams and locations from all over this world, literally all over the world. A sneak peek. We've got teams from Australia joining, Canada, South Africa, bunch of people. Oh, there's Mama. Mama, your comment sneaked in. Snuck it on me. We love you too, Mom. We really do. We really do love you and Pops and everybody. I actually have to shout out your son, one of your boy, well, both of your boys, Kyle and Ken. I got a phone call after our on Monday, and it was those two. And we must have sat out until I couldn't see anymore, just BS and having a good time. And I need those two were there for me, and that's what this is about. If you hadn't done that, Matt, we wouldn't have been able to. Been there. Yeah, and honestly, Vicky, that's why I wanted to do it. I knew a lot of people couldn't be there. And for those on TikTok, short version, when our brother Raymond passed away, I took a trip from Pennsylvania down to Kentucky to be with the family, our family, and I live streamed the service for Raymond. Again, I could have done that for myself. I didn't. I did it for Raymond because I know, as Renee said and I've said before, he would have done the same for us in a heartbeat. He wouldn't even think about it. He would have just done it. And I wanted people to have the opportunity to say goodbye and to show the respect and honestly bring the community together as only he deserved. And I'm telling you that those numbers were huge. They were huge. And he deserved every bit of it. And Mom, so do you. You, Pops, Ken, Kyle, all of it. The whole family. Katie, Michael, all you guys. But that's what I love about events like the Global Ghost Hunt. Again, it's a 10-day celebration. And we celebrate teams and locations from all over the world because, just like with Raymond, that's what we're about. It's not about the fame, it's not about the money, it's not about how many views can we get, it's how many people can we bring together. We want to bring everybody together. We want people like you who investigate the paranormal. We want to give you the opportunity to grow your community and to grow your family and meet some amazing people. Since I've joined the Global Ghost Hunt, I've already met some really amazing people. This Paranormal is one of them. Lost Souls Paranormal. There's a lot of people I've met that I'm so happy to have known and have met. You have got to join. You have to. You have to join the Global Ghost Hunt. It brings paranormal locations together. It really does. It really does, Renee. Now, here's the fun thing. A lot of people come to me and say, hey, Matt, I don't have a team. And neither do I, but I'm a part of it. Grab a friend, grab a buddy. Make up a name. Find something fun for yourself to make up a name for. Just join. Join the Global Ghost Hunt. It doesn't matter your location. A lot of people want, these best locations. I saw that, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Love you. You're another one. I don't know what I would do without you, Liz. I saw that. Liz gave me a bunch of hearts on my page, so I saw that. But have fun with it. You don't need a great location. You don't need an amazing, big, flashy, famous location. Go to a cemetery. Liz, you go to your backyard. I've seen you. I've seen you investigate in your backyard. Do that. Show your passion. Show your passion. Head over to globalghosthunt.com. Sign up. You don't need a team. You don't need to locate. You don't need a big flashy stuff. If you have a cell phone and a flashlight, you can be a part of the Global Ghost Hunt. It's that simple. You don't need a big team. You don't need a Penhurst. You don't need a Waverly Hills Sanitarium. You don't need all this big, flashy, amazing places. Go where you feel the connection and have fun. Meet a group of people who are out to have a great time. That's what the Global Ghost Hunt is about. You know what? Without places like Parapost Network Central, and no, this isn't just a thing to promote them out. This is my honest feelings. I'm so glad to have met Brian John, Mister. I'm so glad and honored that I met him. I've never seen anybody in my life besides Raymond. Sorry, Brian. To be so motivated to bring people together than what Brian has done. With Parapost, with Global Ghost Hunt, with everything he does with Huntophobia, through the lens, which mm, Lex, no. But it was such a blessing to meet him. You need to go over and check out Parapost Network Central on Facebook. You need to. It is so much fun. There's so much good content over there. There are amazing show hosts over there. You got to show the love for Parapost Network Central. You have to. It's a great, great place to meet people and to see some new shows and to see new content creators. Um, and if you want to be a part of it, the invitation's open. You don't have to pay a fee to be a part of Parapost Network Central. Just say you want to sign up. That's it. Just say, hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to get my show on Parapost Network Central. Do it. I don't let you. And it doesn't have to be just paranormal. You can do gaming, crochet, fishing, which I will be doing. I promised you, Brian, that I will be doing fishing. I'm going to do some fishing. But fishing, kayaking, boating, whatever you want to do, whatever your passion is, bring it to Parapost Network Central. You've got to. It is so much fun. No drama, no stupidity. You don't have to pay for any other stupidity. But you don't have to pay a fee. Just say you want to be a part of it. But like I said, guys, we're going to wrap this up because I do have something I have to do. Get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow, again, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Sorry, TikTok. This will not be on TikTok. So you got to head over to Facebook and YouTube. But head over to Global Ghost Hunt on Facebook and YouTube for GGH Live. We're doing a show tomorrow. I am your host. You're stuck with me again. And have a very special guest tomorrow. It is none other than Lost Souls Paranormal. They're going to be coming from a very, very special location. You will find out tomorrow. Again, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Share out. Share it out. They deserve every bit of it. Great team. I've investigated with them personally. Love what they do. Some of the clips in the beginning of the show on the Paranormal Truth intro is from a location with them. I'm not going to give it out because it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be doing that one for the Global Ghost Hunt. We'll find out with the rest of them. But I will say it's a great location. And yeah, come on back. Check us out. Show them some love and show them some support. Don't forget to share. You're not wrong, Renee. It's one thing I love about Raymond is his videos are easy to edit. Ghost Crafty, by the way, I sent you an email. Thank you so much. I will check that out as soon as we're off the live here, and I'll get back with you. But in the meantime, everyone, please share out, share some love, show some love. Again, not for me, but for the community. Let's just keep it going. Head over to globalghosthunt.com. Sign up. I'm not even asking anymore. I'm just going to start telling people. Just sign up. Head over, sign up. Again, you do not need a team. You do not need all these fancy equipment. Just sign up. Go to a cemetery. Go to a bridge. We've had junkyards. Brian went to a junkyard. He went to a public location. I've done Centralia. I've done an abandoned town. Like, you don't need something fancy. Go wherever you feel drawn to. Go to a cemetery. Who cares? It's fun. I investigate cemeteries. I like cemeteries. But yeah, sign up. globalghosthunt.com, guys. And we are going to be leaving with the two newest videos from Global Ghost Hunt, minus, of course, Raymond's video. But anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Better for GGH Live. And head on over. You'll find it on Global Ghost Hunt's Facebook, YouTube, probably also on mine too. We'll see. But next week, don't know what I'm going to do. Find out, but it's going to be Sunday. I'm doing the show Friday because obviously Sunday's Easter, so happy Easter. But I will see you the Sunday. We'll figure something out. Maybe we'll talk about what happened at Easter. I don't know. Talk about something. But other than that, see you guys tomorrow for GGH Live. I guess there's only one more thing left for me to say. Y'all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Have fun. Stay safe. Stay safe, guys. Always stay safe. And as always, Guys, happy hauntings.
From the first whispered hello to the last on floor, we want the truth, we want the truth and more. Global ghost hunt, can you hear that call? If there's something in the silence, we'll drag it through the wall. Night vision glow, boots on cracked stone. Voices in the dark, calling from the past. Every hidden mark on a world so vast. From an old stone hall in Dublin to a dusty town out west, every whispered name we're hearing puts our courage to the test. Different flags on one horizon, different tongues, the same cold breath. Side by side we chase the questions